Jit Camp Bonfire Podcast, Ep.24. And today I'm here with two very special guests, the homie DroGotDoe and Von Shine.
What up? We here.
Long awaited.
First time. Shout out Jit Camp.
For real, shout out
boy.
to you.
Been supporting for a minute.
Long awaited, man.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So you know you're the best artist in Tampa, right?
Hey, I appreciate it, bro.
I co-sign that.
We're starting out with bangers.
I'm too humble, so I appreciate it, man.
Bro, I think the first time we met was at the Richie Guapo Pretty Boy Guap or Hot Boy 2
Hell yeah.
release party that he had at that park in Tampa.
For sure, man. We was trying to vibe out. I don't remember if it was a lot of people that was supposed to be there type shit, I think. But we made the best of that shit, you know.
No,
For
it
sure.
was definitely memorable, like, because I remember the event. I remember, like, meeting you and shit. And then I think before that, I had only heard Ride Slow, the Natsu song. And your verse on that was my verse of the year that year. So I was like, bro, I got to talk to you about that verse. And
Hell
then
yeah.
on the way back, I remember the whole drive. I, like, played all your albums the whole way, like, back to my crib. I'm like, bro, this guy's... He's the one of them ones, yes.
Appreciate it, man. Really worked on my sound from like, I say 2017 all the way up till now, you know, working with a lot of different people and just keeping them inspirations to help me get the sound right, you know. So,
What
thank you,
kind of
man.
inspired you?
I mean, I always been like into music, really. Like my dad used to be producing and having people come through the crib and like rap and shit on his beats and all that. And we was like young listening to it, me and my brother. And then like we always was listening to music, you know, artists we liked and shit. So I always had the inspiration, always like growing up and everything. It just was a matter of time until I finally got in the studio and really tried to do this shit, you know. And then I fell in love with it, type shit.
Who are like some of your favorite artists?
Well, we was talking about it earlier. Like I would put, it's a lot of like down south artists, honestly. So like Jeezy, Gucci, T.I., you know, Wayne for sure. That's like my favorite rapper ever. He probably like one of the main reasons I'm even rapping, for real. Like I feel like a lot of people looked up to him, you know, and he the culture. So that's definitely number one.
What made you start like to finally, instead of just like, yo, I'm just gonna rap and like give it a shot, to actually like keep going with it, to like
I think
rapping?
once I like stopped playing sports and all that, you know, we grew up playing a lot of sports and shit, so I was like heavy on that way before music. And then once I stopped doing that like all the way, I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna just try to create some music, you know, see what we can make, see if I can even get good at this shit, you know. So that was the motivation for the music. Just after that.
Are you originally from Tampa or?
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty much like moved around my whole life, really, like Pinellas County, Hillsborough, all that. So
shout out Pinellas County.
Yeah, be counted too. Yeah.
That's dope though. Is Demons on My Back your like first project ever, or do you have some shit before that?
Nah, yeah, that was like really one of my first. But that was way before I met all the people I'm around now. Like that's when I really was trying to start the shit. So I was just trying to create what I could, you know, back then.
I love that project, man. I wrote a classic review for it. Die For My Respect is like one of my favorite songs ever.
Appreciate it, bro. A lot of people love that song, man. It got a video on YouTube and everything, hosted by Purple Lean. And then I recorded that a long little while ago. I was like going to a whole bunch of different studios, and like it was a different time back then making that, but I appreciate it, bro. I sometimes I forget I even made the whole tape, bro, because it's been so long, you know.
When's it coming back on Apple Music?
The thing with that is like I ain't really I wasn't paying a lot of producers for beats, you know. So
I heard it.
I ain't want to like get caught up in nothing crazy. So I think I just kept it on SoundCloud just to be safe and shit.
That's what I figured, but I'm glad it was on Apple Music for when it was, because I was bumping the fuck out of that shit.
Yeah.
It was on my playlist, like something from that playlist, that album was on the playlist like every week.
Appreciate it, bro. Real shit.
Where'd you come up with the idea for that Only One track? It kind of had that like I See Rivers. You ever heard that song by that chicken, Tyler the Creator?
I don't think I heard it. I know like most of Tyler's shit. But
Or
I
Follow Rivers, that's what it's called.
Oh, no, I ain't heard it before.
It kind of had that kind of vibe, bro. And I I don't know. I felt like the sound you were doing was like the next progression of like what underground hip hop from Florida should be.
For sure. Yeah, with that one, I just like hearing some females like do like vocal shit, you know, like singing on songs with an artist rapping, you know. I just like that type of collab whenever I hear certain songs. So I wanted to do it myself, and I actually like how it came out. I haven't talked to the girl that was on the song in a long time, so I might have honestly lost contact with her. But we made the shit when we made it, you know, so I'm glad we did that.
Would you ever think about doing that kind of style song again?
Yeah, I would try it. It just gotta be the right person, right beat. You know, everything gotta make sense.
Nah, I feel that. So what about No Call for Help? That one I did right after we did that, the Demons on My Back classic. I think I hit him right back with another classic.
Yeah.
The fucking No Call for Help, man.
Yeah, that shit. So that was like when my Kush Newton, my brother, when he
shout
really
out to Kush Newton.
That's really when he got his foot in the door, like with me and everything, and
my favorite producer for sure. Fucking,
yeah.
I love his beats, man.
Yeah, he produced like probably like two or three songs on that one, and then everything else is like other producers on there. But I put it all in one, and that's when we really got to create a sound together, you know, for the first time, like on a project.
Which ones did he do?
He did Dead Faces, iPhone Gang, and I'm trying to remember. I think he did like one more.
Ego? Did he do Ego?
Nah, Ego was Eam Triplin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I forgot I was working with Eam Triplin too, and I had did some shit earlier before that, like as a single, a song called Chase a Bag, and then I did like a few more songs over his beats on that No Call for Help. And then I had another producer that I know personally, Rich Gates. He stay in North Carolina, but he was down here living in Florida for like a year, and we was linking up and shit. We had linked up through like Instagram, and I ran into him at a Lucky show, and then you know he was one of my boys we was riding with out here for a minute, but he back up there now. So, but that's how like all that came about. We always like linking up and creating shit all at the same time, you know. So that was a fun year making that shit.
Where did iPhone Gang come from?
Well, yeah, like that shit was kind of just like self-explanatory. Like, all right, everybody I was around had iPhones and shit, and you know, I kind of want to do like some anthem shit. And then that was the time I was still recording with Seven Spells at his crib, and he recorded most of that tape for me too. So we all was just vibing and just creating. You know, that's how that came about. It was pretty like simple, you know. So I didn't want to like do too much and think too much about it.
What about Ego? It's like your third, or it's always in your top 5 like most streamed songs.
Yeah. A lot of people like that too. I think a lot of people like what I was creating over Eam shit. You know, like I just got a whole different approach when I'm rapping on Eam Triplin beats because he just got a certain style with his beats. So I think that's why they like that sound when I'm creating with him.
Yeah, it's kind of like that short and sweet shit where you're just like, there's not really like a hook, but you can also like incorporate like a melody like into it. You know?
Yeah. Sometimes I'll either start a song with a hook and make it real catchy right away, or I'll do that shit at the end. You know, I'll start a song off just rapping, and then I'll keep adding on to it. It might, you know, add a hook later. Sometimes it might not even need no hook. You know, just depending on what we doing.
So was Dro Newton like the next step with that? Because you were saying like Kush was like finding his sound. You're kind of like finding your sound, getting more comfortable, making tracks with him. Is that how that one came about? Yeah,
like with Dro Newton, that was another tape where like it was just all his production. You know what I'm saying? Instead of me like having multiple on one album, that was the first time I let him just be on the whole thing. And that was another tape where I was going to different studios. I ain't really like get to lock in with just one engineer. You know what I'm saying? So we was creating with that too. I ain't know what we was gonna make, but we made our first album together. So that shit came out fire. It's a classic. A lot of people like it. It's real like underrated, bro.
I don't know if I ever did a classic review for that one. I know I might have, but if I haven't, I definitely need to do one because that shit's. I remember driving over the bridge like after we were talking that one day, and all those beats started going in. I'm like, bro, this shit is fucking going.
Yeah, he
like Manny Fresh, Smoking on Fire. Like,
yeah, I appreciate it, bro. He different. That boy Kush different. He make a lot of different shit. He versatile. So maybe sampling. Sometimes he do make shit from scratch. So, but around that time, he was just like doing a lot of samples. So, and that's like them be like my favorite beats, sample beats.
So you were talking about like your early recording process. It was a lot of like moving around and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like that more as opposed to just like locking in at one spot? Or
Like it was fun, just meeting different people and having the friends I had and the connections I had. But I think being able to just lock in with one engineer that's really like they already fuck with you for real, like genuinely, and they gonna give you their time and have your shit on point. You know what I'm saying? Like mixing and mastering wise, just sound wise, I think that's better. It's just more I don't know, you just more focused.
like cohesive.
With that, yeah, and you're gonna get way more consistent music. So, like, to be able to put out and record. So, I think stick with one person if you can.
How do you feel about, like, the home studio vibe?
Yeah, the home studio, honestly, like, I'd probably say, like, 90% of my music all been, like, in-house. So,
there you go.
That's really what I be doing. Like, everybody that ever, like, mixed and mastered my songs, they all got set up at their crib. So, I just been doing it like that. And I go to other studios, too, like the big ones and all that, the ones that's like really known and all that around in Tampa and everything. Like the ones that everybody like to go to type shit,
No, I feel that, man. It's probably dope like having the home studio because you can do like whatever you want. But then when you're chilling, you got that studio vibe. Like, yo, we're in a nice place. Like,
and
out.
it's just a different like vibe being in house and having it be more natural and shit.
Yeah,
being over there and having to like think a lot.
Well, because you're paying for that time, so it's like, bro, I gotta lock in and like get this shit done
for real.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So yeah, I think in house is the way to go if you could do it like that. But everybody got their own thing.
So you've also got some EPs. I'm pretty sure I reviewed a couple of them. Let's talk about For the Bad Bitches.
Yeah, that was some shit that I tried to make sound like just for the bad, the bad bitches. But I had people come at me and just tell me it just sound like some shit that I would just make and name, like a No Call for Help or something like that.
Yeah.
So they ain't really like get like why I named it that. But if you like actually listen to the songs on there, you'll kind of see why. Like certain shit, I'm kind of like on that type of vibe. But people could just take it how they want it. I just had fun making a little quick album. So that's really all that one was. I think Kush got a couple on that too.
How You Feeling though is probably my favorite track on it.
Yeah, and that one, I think that was like a YouTube type beat. That one, I don't think that was a Kush one actually, but yeah, I made some fire shit on that beat. I had fun with that tape.
Yeah, I could tell it was kind of like I get the vibe that you're putting down on it. It was kind of more like chill back, laid back.
Yeah, I really was having fun with it, just freestyling and punching in. And I think like the more I started making like short albums and stuff, I was like doing more punching and freestyle shit. So, yeah.
What about Dro Got Skrilla?
Yeah, that
classic, fucking classic.
That all happened because we was at my boy Mitch crib recording. Shout out him and shit. We like met and I was with Kush and he was playing a lot of beats around that time and we was freestyling to a lot of shit and then we just ended up having an idea to make a little album together and we ended up making some fire shit. So shout out him, shout out everybody that was involved with that. We had fun doing that shit. We was getting high as hell.
I just love the vibe of it, man. It was so like, it had like menacing moments, but then it also had like just like chill, kind of like lighthearted moments on it too.
The album had like a little bit of everything on there, like vibe wise,
I think DZ was on a couple tracks.
Yeah,
shout out to DZ.
We all was just going in, bro, just vibing off each other, like that shit. That was a fun time. And it went by so fast. We already in 2024. That shit feel like yesterday when we was over there doing that shit. Like that was crazy. I missed that shit. It's been a minute since I've been in the studio with them boys. Honestly, we all just been creating our own music. So it'll get back to that eventually.
We need that Skrilla Got Dro.
Yeah,
we talked about it on the Skrilla episode, bro. I love that shit.
Yeah, man. We gonna get something in eventually. But shout out, bro. Shout out, DZ.
Let's talk about the Dro and Friends series, man, because I feel like you've also put me on to a lot of other artists like Von Shine, Natsu, Virgo Soul.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, with everybody that you done had like heard me with music on and everything, I got like personal relationships with everybody. It's all genuine and natural. So, we all just able to create and not be like forced or nothing like that. And it's all gonna come out to be great music because it's all like real connections, you know, and we all on the same shit, you know what I'm saying? So that's how like all the music be coming about because it's all genuine. And then at that point, all it takes is just to get in the right studio, have the right beats, and we gonna make fire music, you know, guaranteed.
Is that the whole like idea of those tapes? Is like I got all my homies were on these songs, like they're all bangers. Let's just throw them on.
Yeah, that's pretty much like the whole point, you know. It's to showcase everybody, and you know, it's me and who I'm with. You know what I'm saying? That's really like the whole purpose. So yeah, I try to put on for me and for them, you know, same time.
Hell yeah, bro. I appreciate it because it's put me on to a lot of new people that I'm like, oh, let me check out their shit. And then it's like, oh, Dro's on some of their songs too. Like,
and I'm a fan of like the cypher songs where it's a bunch of us doing verses on one beat and shit like that. So that's I love doing that shit. So
All This Money is probably like one of my favorite where it's like a bunch of people on it.
Yeah, I appreciate it, bro. I had YouTube type beats. We had a couple Kush beats in there. You know, we was just trying to do everything.
I think that one was a Kush one.
Yeah.
But it has that crazy like flute sample like on the hook, and that shit's wild.
Yeah,
is that all Where's Waldo shit? Is that all a Kush beat, ain't it?
Yeah, that's Kush. That's on our shit.
Yeah, cut. Just wait,
that,
bro.
Yeah, that's just.
I saw that one.
That's when you finna hear soon.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
So you're also king of the singles. Cause like you go on your single shit, there's so many different tracks, bro. I love it.
Yeah, it's a lot of different shit, and they all from different times. Like I ain't actually been able to put out everything all at like the right time. So you might get shit from a few years ago now, and then shit that I just recorded last week now. You know, it's just you don't know what you're gonna get with me. So like, and I got a lot of music sitting around still. So like, I got a lot of shit out, and it's still shit that you would be crazy to be hearing. And it still ain't even out right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I mean type shit. So
we need it.
Yeah. I just like, I don't know, man. Sometimes I just be getting overwhelmed with my own shit. I don't even be like knowing what to put out. Like, and I want to make sure that the reaction gonna be, you know, what I like want it to be. So, but sometimes I feel like I be in my head too much. And then when I end up putting it out, I'm like, damn, I should have just like put it out, you know, when I like felt it, you know. But it's gonna come out eventually. All that shit.
I like how most of the time you'll have like a video for it too. Like I remember when Ripley dropped, you had that crazy video that was like the screen would like flip and stuff like that. That one was fire. And then Westbrook, Richie Guapo, fucking classic track.
Appreciate it, bro.
Shout out to Perms.
Yeah, yes, sir. He going up with that shit, bro. That shit fire. Everything I've been seeing, all the content, all the new shit. He posting.
I was gonna rock my shirt.
Shout out
today,
Richie, bro.
But I couldn't find it. It's got to be in my crib somewhere.
Yeah. And yeah, we lit, man.
Westbrook's the shit.
Yeah,
we did that. Like me and my homie Cappy, we'll like slug tracks and like make them like kind of trilled out, and Westbrook was one of them.
Yeah, that's definitely a song you could vibe out slow to for sure. I can hear that. And with that one, that was like me and Richie, one of our first songs together. So I'm gonna always remember that track. And that was a Kush beat too. I had got him on that. Like we weren't even in the same studio when we made that song. I had started it and did my own thing with it, and I sent it to him. He put a verse on there. Then I like added some more shit around it, and then ended up shooting a video with Composer for that.
Shout out Composer.
And Composer also shot that Ripley video too.
Yo, yes.
We was locking in for like a good year, and then you know, we ain't been linked up in a little while, but it's just because, you know, life and everything. But
didn't he do that bro. Lie to Me? He did the Lie to Me video for
yeah, he did that
Tarantino?
one too. Yeah, I shot a video for that for De Niro tape and everything. That was a song I had recorded, and that's a banger. Like a lot of people sleep on that song.
Banger.
That beat crazy.
It's
De Niro crazy with them beats.
It's in your top 10 on your iTunes right now.
Yeah. Hey man, keep bumping that shit because
it's a banger. Video's fire too.
Me and De Niro need more music. We don't got enough shit, you know. We got like a couple, but we really got to work some more.
That would be dope if
y'all can get some more Lie to Me type of songs, you know.
Bangers.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, that'd be dope to have like if you guys locked in for like an EP or something, kind of like how he did with Richie Guapo, No Sleep.
Yeah. We definitely got to do that. Something like that. or even another couple singles, whatever we gonna end up making, you know, I'm gonna be cool with it.
IKEA is probably one of my top 5 favorite songs from you. One of them. I just like the way that
Shout
beat,
out Virgo on
Yeah.
that one. Kush Newton on that one.
Yeah, crazy collab. I low-key wish there was a video for it, but I just love I love the vibe of it. I was gonna use it in like a commercial for one of my brands, but we just didn't get to it yet.
Yeah, it's all good. I appreciate the love on the song, bro. We had recorded that with Mitch, the same dude that recorded the DroGotDoe Skrilla tape and shit. That's when that was around the time I was recording over there a lot, you know. So we just having fun doing that shit too, just getting high, making vibes.
Was Moving Bricks made around the same time?
Yeah,
with,
that was over there.
Sinclair?
That was over there too. Yeah.
I fucking love that Moving Bricks track, bro.
Yeah, shout out Sinclair, bro. He throwing an event, I think, in like a week or so.
Yeah,
And,
De Niro Tarantino is
Yeah.
DJing it.
We gonna pull up for that one. I ain't seen bro in a minute, but we had fun making that. Actually that beat. Me and Kush actually found that sample together, and then I watched him create that beat, but I really wanted him to use that sample, and he used that shit, and we made that beat. That's one of my favorite beats that he made.
Yeah, I love
and that's
Moving
from like
Bricks.
2020, so it's fucking lit, bro.
Let's talk about Take the Globe.
With Phenom, shout
out Phenom.
Yeah.
Shout out Prism Media.
Yes, that's my boy. We had what's crazy with that shit is me and him went to the same high school together, and like we ended up having a lot of mutual friends, but like we ain't ever link up in the studio like that. But it just came about one day because we was like talking on Instagram because we was following each other, and then we had linked up, and I brought him to a studio, and then we went from there. I met like it was through people I already knew and shit. You know, I just had to introduce him and everything. And then I got him around Kush, and you know we really created that tape through his beats, and then Seven Spells was like engineering our stuff too. So we was just doing a lot of different shit, trying different things.
Yeah, that shit's a classic too, man. I remember I got introduced to Phenom like right before that tape came out. I still haven't met him in person, but I've wrote for his website, like we've collabed and shit.
Yeah.
But I was like, yo, you doing a tape with Dro? Like what the hell?
Yes, sir. Yeah, like he dope because he can sing too. You know what I'm saying? He be singing and he be rapping, so like he could do both and shit.
His last project, I fucking loved it. The Sex Lives and Videotape one. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, he nice, bro. And he make beats too. So he
Yeah.
doing all that. And
Directs, everything.
he probably one of the most talented artists I done worked with before, type shit, you know, because he can do everything. Like it's rare if you're able to do all that and be good at all that shit, you know. So I support that.
Yeah, OnlyFans, drugs, and Fast Money Billionaires is like my favorite tracks on that one.
Yeah, we had a lot of different production on that. We was recording at different spots on that one. We really was creating with that, you know. And then he got the cover together through my boy Tav, Tab, that's in Michigan. His I think ex-girl did a cover for us for that, and that's how we got that shit. But she was like real dope with the art and everything, so I was like blowed when he told me, yeah, this is the official artwork for the album. I was like, yeah, that's crazy, bro, because I haven't had a cover like that before, you know what I'm saying, where it's like it's fine,
Like all drawn out.
yeah, real shit.
So this year you dropped Just Wait Till I Drop Volume 1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's pretty much like an idea for like when Dro Newton 2 come out, and then I had this tape with him coming out, you know, so that's kind of like where where you get the title and everything. And I'm gonna drop a Volume 2 where it's like another album of solo tracks, a few features. It's gonna have mostly Kush on there, and like production, and then maybe a few other producers and shit. But that's really how that came about.
I like how you had Heavy Kev and like 22 on there too to kind of change things up.
Yeah. I had shit with Heavy Kev like in the woodworks for a minute, and then same with 22, bro. Like I had shit sitting around, and I was like, yeah, I think these the vibes for this album, and I want people to hear these songs. Like I put all these track lists, most of these track lists for all my shit together, like on my own. So, you know, I really be wanting the right reaction.
Yeah, I like how pretty much always your first track is a banger. Like every time, like Enemies, like great start off to the track. Then I like Hustle on that shit. That's my shit.
Yeah, I appreciate
the beat
it, bro.
bangs on that one. I'm like driving out to it.
Hell yeah, thank you, bro. And I ain't nothing without the producers. You know what I'm saying? They great at what they do, and I'm able to just have the right approach when I work with certain people. So they bring that shit out me, type shit.
But then you got tracks like Water that are more like fun, and you can just like have like you're chilling out to it, you know.
Shout out my boy Drew. We had went to school together and shit. That's how I know him and everything. That's one of my boys.
Where did that song come from? Because it's like the way you guys structured it is very different, I feel like.
So with that one, he had already recorded some shit over Kush Beat, like at a studio session one night that I wasn't at, and I was supposed to be there, type shit. And I think when he was recording it, my bro and him were like agreeing that they wanted me to get on it, you know, to put like a verse in there. And then I ended up hearing it one night, I think while he was there, and we were both all there at the same time. I did that shit on the spot, and that's how that track came about. I think it was natural. Like I already kind of knew what I wanted to do with it, and I knew that shit was gonna hit, you know, once I got the verse in there. And then we brought his hook back around after my verse and shit. So it was up, bro.
Yeah, are you doing a video for that one?
We ain't been linked up in a long time because he going through shit, and I ain't seen him since then. You know
I feel you.
Like we recorded the song a few years ago, but I put the song on the album, you know, this year. So it's still like kind of new to everybody else. But I don't know. It could happen. It's just I gotta link with him again. You know, I don't know when that'll be.
So is that supposed to be Dro Ceilings, or is that something else now? Is that
that was just that's a tape like where I want to put, you know, who I'm working with on there and everything. But like the Dro Ceilings, the whole point of that is all remix songs. Like I'm remixing a bunch of popular shit, so it ain't gonna be like, you know, like an original how it would be with Kush and, you know, everyone else type shit.
I got you.
It's basically like an inspiration literally from No Ceilings, like Lil Wayne shit. You know, it's all just remix songs. So, but y'all will get that. It's just not yet, you know. I got shit I want to put out first before that. But real soon.
I'm ready for it.
and I've been like switching the track list a lot, taking songs off of there, recording new remixes. So that's why it's taking a long time.
What's the one project? It might have been Dro Ceilings, where it's like either you're in on the cover, you were like in space, or like an alien or something like that.
Oh yeah,
I don't know. It was a while ago.
Yeah, it's like I think it's the Florida Boy 4L album I was supposed to put out a minute ago. I still got the cover and shit. It's just like I ain't ever really put like a track list together and go back to it and actually put it out. I've been trying to put out other shit, you know. So, but it'll eventually, you know, or I might do something different.
So you're no stranger to the collab albums. You got the new project with Von Shine dropping next week, you say?
Yeah, next Sunday at midnight. Yeah, all streaming platforms. Trenches made us. It's like five new songs.
Right.
So we recorded that months ago. We was at my boy Lido Beats crib recording the whole album there. He was in Land O'Lakes, but he moved like a little more north from where I stay now. So I don't know if he gonna be like as close as he was, but you know what I'm saying. We got to make some fire music with him. He a good engineer. He make his own music. He rap too as well. And he be touring around and shit. So he's dope. And it was natural with him because we was already boys, and like we was already following each other. It was just a matter of time of us getting in the studio and really locking in, you know, and having the right beats and all that shit. Because, you know, I'd be like selective with beats when it comes to that too. So, but I'll let him like explain, you know, his side of that shit.
I mean, yeah, bro. Shout out to Lido. Like the whole environment was like dope. Like I went in there and it felt like home. Like we went in there, like we basically did like them songs in almost like one take. Like we just went back in. That shit was just like flowing to us. Cause like I don't know, something about Dude Feng Shui. Like that whole studio vibe was nice and shit made us feel like we was out of body for real. Like
yeah, we was doing songs. We was going back and forth, and I'll start some shit off, or he'll start off a song. You know, we just vibing out, bro. Yeah. Making fire shit.
Yeah, I've been ready for it since Out the Way came out. I know it's not going to be on the project, but you can still run up the single for now.
Yeah, that shit. You can go run that one up, and then once you get the project, you can play everything else.
There's a video for it too, right?
Yeah, Out the Way. It's on YouTube as well.
Fact.
Y'all can go get that. You know what I'm saying?
Let's
Lit.
talk about Twinsky. That's one of my favorite songs of the year.
Love, bro.
Yeah.
Love, bro. That's like my favorite song off the album, honestly.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be in the Song of the Year contender. It's between a couple others, but it's definitely up there.
It's a lot of great music coming out of,
Look.
you know, underground Tampa scene and you know, everywhere else in Florida and shit. So that's understandable, bro. It's a lot of great music.
I don't
Great
know.
artist.
You always find a way to get into like the top of the list.
Love,
Just keep doing what you're doing, bro. It's working.
You got a lot of fire shit, bro, that you gonna fuck with. So let's see. I got you, bro.
How was it performing at the Laser Dim show for Out the Mud? Shout out Out the Mud.
Oh, that was lit. That was really for Broski's set. I had pulled up for his set.
Oh hell yeah.
He was on the lineup and shit, and I knew there was a few other artists we fuck with on there, so you know I had to show up for that. And we was deep that night. I had all my people pull up. I had pulled up right after work and changed and everything. Like I was committed that night to be there for that and be there for my boys. So we turned up, bro. We had performed Speak on It off the album on his set, and the crowd was fucking with it. I think the reaction was lit.
Oh God, that's another sleeper.
And he was already doing a bunch of his solo stuff before we even did the songs. I think we performed it last, right? Or right before last? Your last song?
I think that was the last song. I think that's what we sent it off with.
Yeah, cause I was like, you know, vibing to his solo shit, and I was still like anticipating when we was gonna do our shit. So like I was excited as fuck, bro. That was just an exciting ass night. And then I seen a lot of people I wanted to see after the set and then before the set. So that was a fun night, bro.
Amazing.
I'm always remember that. That was definitely legendary, bro. Probably one of my like favorite shows I ever did, you know, and that was a collab with Broski. So
shout out.
I wish I could have been there.
We got to do more shows where we performing shit off the album, and I think a listening party for our shit would really be lit. Like we gotta make that happen.
Yeah, if you guys do a listening party, I'll definitely be there.
So that way people can really hear the sequence of the tape like in person and really hear them the songs, you know, in the order of the track list.
Yeah. So, maybe do a couple songs live. Yeah. Maybe have like a special guest or something.
Right. Definitely, bro. Definitely gonna make that shit happen.
So Vaughn, you got a couple classics under your belt too, man.
Thank you.
Let's talk about Misery Loves Company.
Hey, bro, that's one of my that tape took me like at least a good 2 years to make, cause like I wanted that shit to actually be from the heart, for real, from the soul. And like Misery Loves Company is just like it's a saying that's pretty popular, and like that was just like the theme of like my life around those 2 years. And like, bro, I just I ain't gonna say I ain't got that deep in music, but it's been a long time since I could like tap in like that, cause like, man, that shit was real. I was going through some shit when I made that, and like, yeah, that was from the heart, for real.
Where did the cover come from?
The cover, I shot that over at Jefferson High School, my alma mater, and it was over in the auditorium. It was just like, I was like, fuck it, I'm a Misery Loves Company, but I wanted to show like the opposite. I wanted to show like my misery don't love company, for real. My like this shit get dark. This shit is like it's deeper than that, and it's like that's what I wanted to show with that cover.
A real one.
Facts.
Real one.
What about Memento Mori? That's one of my favorite EPs.
Oh my God, bro. That shit, I was actually watching the Mac Miller song Self Care. I was watching that video last night, and I seen that he carved that shit on the coffin. And I was like, bro, that word, Memento Mori, it just resonated with me. Like, remember you'll die. And it's like, that shit just like, I've been surrounded by that shit all my life since I was a little kid. When I first when I first lost my little cuz when I was like 8 years old to like now just losing my little brother last year, like just remember you die. And like I joined I ain't gonna say I joined the 27 Club, I'm still here, but my birthday on Tuesday and I turned 27. And like all that shit is just like, it just Memento Mori, it just always just replay in my head. So it's like that really resonated with me. And like that was just another one of those deep projects.
Yeah, I like the vibe on it. It's definitely slept on.
Man, look, bro. I be trying not to like I guess I'll say I'm a little insecure with my music and releasing it, cause like I be talking about some deep shit, but then like I like to talk my shit, pop my shit too. So I ain't gonna lie, it's slept on, but it's kind of intentional in a way. Like I don't really like putting myself that out there. I'm not a real vulnerable person. Well, I try not to be, but yeah, it's very slept on. I ain't gonna cap, but hey, it's out there. It's like a little diary, bro. It's like a diary from my heart. Like a lot of nights I sat there and I was like, damn, bro, I'm really saying this shit. I'm tapping in for real. And like, but sometimes I'll say them words and like tears will flow, bro. Like real shit.
That's some real shit, man.
Yeah, that music gonna hit.
Man, oh God. Like, yeah, I be trying to touch people with my music.
Did Requiem of a Dream drop this year, or was it like end of last year?
That was the end of last year. That was I want to say around somewhere around this time around my birthday. I dropped it. It's around like September 3rd. So it's about been a year.
Yeah, that shit inspired from the movie.
It actually was. Like,
I got the DVD, bro. That shit hard.
Yeah, I be watching that shit a couple times. Like, bro, that shit deep. Like, that's kind of the thing I wanted to portray. Like, I just wanted to see like your vices for real could really be like your downfall, and like all that shit was like I was just trying to tap in because like my life is like really like symbolic of that shit. Like, I take a lot of shit for granted, so it's like I be trying to show like, damn, if I really tap in with the shit that I need to tap in and get off all this other bullshit, I could really touch my dreams for real. Like, I could really set the curve. So that's what that was the whole theme of that, pretty much.
That shit hard.
I think Anatomy is probably my favorite song. That shit's a banger.
Look, bro, I wrote that one. First off, thank you. But I wrote that one when I was in Jacksonville. I was in a real like down period of my life, and like I always found myself giving more than I get, and I was like, damn, I just want a peace of mind. You feel me? And it was just a little play on double words. Like, I want a peace of mind, and I want a peace of mind. Like, give me what you owe, but also at the same time, bro, I ain't tripping that much because I just really want a peace of mind. I want peace, and like that whole Requiem of a Dream, like the whole theme. I said peace a lot in a lot of those songs because that's what my shit been chaotic for like the past 2-3 years, bro. Like, so I be trying to find peace for real.
And I think us making that another thing like with him, us making that tape, you know, but that was all peace, all fun, all good vibes. You know what I'm saying? We both was on the same page the whole process of the album.
Oh God, like
I think he needed that too.
What
you know,
song it was. It was a song that we did. I think it was either Sometimes or that Twinsky shit. I just came from the strip club. I had 2 hoes. I had made it random hoes. Had 2 hoes goddamn come back with me, and then like I came into the studio and like did that shit. Like but I ain't gonna cat. That was one of the most funniest summers in my life. So like in that whole tape that we got, bro, that shit you gonna see that shit. We got Where's Waldo? We got Astronauts. We got all these songs on there. Speak on it. Oh my God, bro. Like, bro, that shit you gonna feel like the shit that we give y'all on that track. It just symbolize fun and just peace shit. Like, ain't no bullshit, ain't no beef, ain't none of that, bro. We on here just having fun.
Oh God!
Shout out Yism and Richie Guapo for them features too on that bitch.
Yes, sir. They slid on those too.
Oh, you got Yism and Richie Guapo on it?
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah!
I don't know why I ain't realized to say that earlier, but yeah, they the only features on there.
Hell
and
yeah!
It's me and him on every other song together.
Yeah, real chemistry.
Do you have any more videos planned for it?
I low key.
Yeah, we were honestly supposed to do something for the Where's Waldo. We talked about it already. We just ain't linked up with Richie and Yism yet, but it's in the works. That'll probably be another video we shoot, and then maybe speak on it. We need a video for that one. Yeah,
I low key want to do one for Astronauts.
And then we could do Astronauts too, because that was probably that was the last song we recorded together, and then that was like an extra, pretty much like a bonus, but I think it fit the tape perfect, like for an outro.
Stay tuned, man. Cause look, we got a series coming. We're gonna have a part 2. And then my boy sent me some Cushion Newton beats, and like, boy, that's all I've been locked in on. Sometimes I don't even got my phone. I'm just riding, just listening to the shit, playing that shit in my head. Like, bro,
we already gonna work. We already in the process of working on a part 2. So part 2 gonna be even crazier.
Yeah, I could see it becoming like a dope series for you because you already have a couple other ones with other artists, so it only makes sense.
Right. So I think we can keep this shit going for real.
When's it dropping again? Friday?
Next Sunday.
Next Sunday.
Yeah. At midnight.
Hell yeah.
Yep. Or like the 8th or the 9th. We all probably uncertain right now about the fucking date. It's coming out next week though.
I'd like to see you do a project with DZ. I feel like that would be a dope.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy, bro? Like, me and him, when we was making shit, we really like all the shit you ever heard with him, with me, like that was all supposed to be on like a project, like with just me and him on it together, you know? That was really the whole idea why we was making all them songs together. Not the ones with Skrilla on them, because that was really for that, me and Skrilla shit, but all the shit where it's just me and DZ on them, that was supposed to be like a tape of our own. But I just split them up because we wasn't really linking up like that anymore. And
like Casino.
Yeah, Casino and In the Shade, the next move you've heard, It's a song called Coolin'.
Yeah, next move. I think
we got, and it's all Kush Newton shit. Like we creating all his shit on Kush beats. Like we was making all them songs crazy, bro. Like I'm doing my own vibe and he doing his vibe. Like but it's a good mesh. You know what I'm saying? Like we not both doing the same shit. Like that's what make the music sound different because we both on our own thing. You know.
Yeah, I think he played me Next Move before it was even out. He was like playing me some unreleased shit. It was like, I think it was Next Move or a different song, but I was like, bro, we need this.
Yeah. We've been
because he was over in St. Pete for at least the last couple of years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he told me he moved because when we was linking up, we was in Tampa together. We was linking up at Mitch crib around like I think around COVID time or a little after that. You know, when everything was kind of locked down and shit. Still, that was the same time I made the Skrilla and all that, bro. I met all these people and linked up with all these people like around the same time. It was just crazy. Like it was a fun time, bro, because we always going to the same place, trying to do the same shit every day. So I miss that summer, bro, for sure.
Yeah, DZ, he's awesome, man. Well, I got an episode
great,
playing
bro.
with him soon.
He's a dope artist, bro. Always got the punchlines,
The
got the
grave
bars,
mix.
got the everything, metaphor, all that, bro. He
like that.
he a dope rapper for real. I done seen that man do it.
Look, we were supposed to do a tape together. He came to my crib and like we was all chilling in my room and I'm sitting here listening to the shit that he got. And I'm like, bro, he low-key had me like stuck. I was like, bro, how the fuck I'm supposed to, bro, you that nigga for real. I'm just like, I can't compare, bro.
Yeah, and and that's another thing. He be having unreleased shit we ain't even heard. That's crazy. So he been nice like that.
Yeah, DZ is that guy.
Yeah. Shout out, bro.
So next up for you solo wise, is it gonna be that Dro Newton or?
Solo wise, it's probably gonna be Dro Ceilings too. That'll probably eventually come out, and then I'm trying to think. Yeah, that's gonna be out, but that's collab. So yeah, Dro Ceilings, Dro Newton 2 will eventually come out, and then I think maybe just wait till I drop volume 2. So all that stuff will come out, and I'll be putting out solo singles in the works.
You always gotta have the singles.
Yeah. Like projects wise, I'm gonna be all the projects that's solo and shit, and might have a few features and all that. But and then in the mix, I'll throw singles out that's solo too. So yeah, y'all get a little bit of everything, like always. Really, I try to do that for like all the fans and like my friends too that listen to it and shit.
Have you thought about maybe doing some more performances and stuff? I know you just kind of got back into doing them and stuff. But
like I really would be honest. To be honest, I really would be like more happy to do more shows, if anything, just to expose my shit more and to showcase my music more. And I feel like I was doing a lot of shit, but I think we all doing our own thing with life.
Yeah,
at times, and I think I get caught up in that instead of like trying to think about music sometimes. So
I feel that, bro. I'm kind of in that vibe now.
I want to perform a lot more. I want to do a lot more shit because I just got so much music and so much shit that I know people will fuck with. So
people need to hear it, man.
And then when you putting out a new album and all that, and you want to definitely be able to showcase what's new. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's gonna motivate me to want to do some more shows. Like I think me and Vaughn need to lock in and be able to perform our shows like back to back type shit. The album back to back around here, St. Pete, wherever.
It's just hard nowadays, man, because so many venues are
lagging.
Yeah, either flagging or turning into something else. Like it used to be the spot, but now it's like a bed and breakfast or something.
Yeah, and another thing is, I think that these promoters, they need to book the right artists. You know what I'm saying? I don't think these people like really booking the ones that's really snapping out here. They just booking like kind of like not like the same people, but I just think they need to give opportunity to people that really need to be heard. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of clout chasing, a lot of like it's like a lot
gatekeeping, all that shit, bro. And that shit ain't going, bro. Like we need to give opportunities to the right people.
I feel that.
I know a lot of people that's fucking snapping every time I make music with them, and I ain't, they ain't even really getting shows like that or nothing, and they fire. It's like they need that chance too, So I think we just need more people that really know who really doing this shit out here in the underground, like Tampa. Because I don't know like who in charge or whatever, but I don't really be like understanding some of it. So, most of the shit be justified, but some of that shit I'd be like, yeah, we need to have better people rapping on here.
No, I feel that, man. Sometimes I'll see like a lineup or something. I'm like, I mean, it's cool, but they're on every lineup.
Yeah,
like,
right.
how many times are you gonna hear them play the same songs? And that's cool, but
And then
I
it's
don't
the
know.
same routine every time. No creativity.
Yeah,
No,
it's
Yeah.
just we gotta give the right people, opportunity. That's really just gonna help everybody.
I was teamed up with some other people to do like a small little like festival thing, but I don't know, shit happens and you just never get back to it. I'll probably throw an event like one time just to do it.
Hey, you do that shit, bro. We there, bro.
Oh yeah,
just
you already know
perform,
you're on the
fucking
lineup.
whatever,
man.
bro. Yeah, we there, bro.
I made that fake there was like
seen
a
that.
thing going on for like a fake festival and I did one. I think you were like headlining like the second night or something.
Yeah.
Some Rolling Loud shit.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna cap. I
That's
seen
dope.
that, bro. And that shit inspired me. I was like, damn, that'd be fire if we had some shit like that in Tampa. Cause like, I remember we tried to do that shit when we had like, I forgot what type of festival we had in Tampa when I was in like middle school. I mean, no, high school. It was like around like 2015, 2016 type shit. And like they had the little venues over at Ybor City. They had like OG Macko come out. I think they tried to have Travis Scott. I think it was like it was like Takeoff and Landing. I think that's what that shit was called.
Bet. Yeah, I know that. I know them.
Yeah, and I was like, bro, that shit was fire. Like, that's what your shit reminded me of. And I'm like, damn, I would love to do some shit like that in Tampa. Like,
Bro, you just do like a free event, bro, where you got a bunch of the artists you like, and it's like you pick the people you want to see perform and shit. Like that would be dope.
you're a real influential person, bro. Like, real shit. I'll be tapped in with you, bro. Like, real shit.
I think people.
I appreciate that,
people
man.
would bring their people together to make that happen, bro. You know what I'm saying? And when you do the free event shit, more people gonna pull up and everything. Fucking.
Niggas just gotta be willing to do that. Like, willing to,
I think if you did it though, you tried to, it would probably be a fire turnout.
Jit Fest next year. Be on the lookout.
Shit would be lit, bro.
Yeah, we were gonna do it where it was like one day it would be in St. Pete, one day it would be in Tampa, or maybe like 2 days it would be in Tampa, some shit like that. Like everybody, and I had like, they were like, what artists? Like, and I would just give them like a bunch of artists. But I don't know. I feel like I'd rather do it under my own shit and then like just tap in with people to like help me do it.
Yeah.
Like as like sponsors, or if like, yo, I like the free idea. It seems to work more because I don't know. I've done like film screenings and shit before, and it was always like, oh, yo, so I gotta get some bread to like fund it. But I don't know. At the end of the day, sometimes you just gotta do shit.
For real, you gotta take that risk, fucking see where it's going. Yeah,
like just exactly.
It's all about sacrifices, for real. This all this shit.
Just to have the event, it would be crazy.
Definitely, just to see it come to life, and we all there, and you got the artists you want to hear.
Yeah. I also have planned, like, I wanted to do kind of like some DJ Khaled shit where I just get like all my favorite producers and like all my favorite like some Avengers shit, like it'll have you on some songs, Von Shine, like, and then you'll be with some St. Pete artists, different Tampa artists, like.
Bro, you can construct that too, bro.
Different shit. I already got some beats. I got a beat. I got a Kush beat, and I got the idea of who's going to be on the song. It's like, it's you, my homie Johnny Adama, and DZ.
Okay, bet, bro.
That's going to be the track.
Hell yeah.
That'll be like the intro song to like, this is what's up.
Hey, that'd be dope if you put like a little compilation tape together or some shit and get everybody you fuck with on there,
Yeah, I got it like mapped out. Some people aren't really doing shit anymore, but I'll just fix it up. I got a Santiago Perp beat too that
shout out,
would
bro,
go crazy.
Man. That's my dog. We had just shot a little lyric visual for a song off Dro Ceilings. That's gonna be on there. And then I had just got on a beat from not too long ago, and we got some other songs together where he on the production with Kev. So that's my boy. We go back to. He done DJ'd a lot of shows for me. Bro be going crazy with that shit, touring, all that. Bro really locked in with that shit, and it's inspiring, man.
Yeah, he's the man. I got to get him on here too. My goal is to have like
bro.
every Key Cartel member have an interview.
And he just cool, man. He get along with everybody, Perp that dude for sure. You know what I'm saying? I rock with bro.
The beat I got from him is kind of not what you would expect from him either. So it's kind of I'm kind of ready to start working on that. I just gotta get it in place because I want to do it where we all like kind of like how they did that Dreamville shit where it's like everybody locks in on a day to go to the studio, and we just like get it done, shoot a little like documentary for it, and like roll it out that way. Some like some special shit for like Tampa Bay, you know?
Yeah, we need that too, bro. They gotta see what we doing, you know, inside the music, like, so they can really see how it all, you know, come about and everything, and how everybody vibing.
It's gonna be called Jits Never Worry.
The whole yeah, that's hard. The whole process, yeah. Yeah, just never worry. That's hard, yo. That would be fire for a little documentary.
Yeah, bro. I
like
had
that, and that's all you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the doc would be crazy just to like go with it, kind of give people like an in-depth kind of look, kind of stamp history, you know?
Yeah, that'll be tough. Need that.
So when you're not working, when you're not making music, what do you do for fun?
Shit, I'm definitely a movie head. Definitely be on the
bro.
movies all the time. I like, you know, the crime, the drama roles. I got some favorite shows. Fucking, you know, always mostly like on the movies.
What movies you been watching lately?
Well, recently I've been watching like the classics. I had watched Harlem Nights.
Hell yeah,
with Eddie Murphy and Richard Pryor, and there's a bunch of other great black actors in that
classic
passed away. You know, not that because I seen a photo where it was showing like all of the people at the table and how they all memorable actors, and Eddie Murphy the only one that's still alive today. You know
that's crazy.
So, but that movie was dope. Like overall, that was dope, and I watched Menace to Society again for like 100 times. That was fire again.
The concept about that one?
What up?
The concept about that. They say that the nigga the main character and what was his partner name? The nigga with the
O-Dog
and Kane. Yeah,
they talking about they was the same person. Like
I
seen it was like some weird ass.
I know Tupac was supposed to be in it, and he beat the director's ass.
Yeah, he was supposed to play Sharif.
Yeah,
he was supposed to play the friend of Kane and shit that was preaching the Muslim shit.
Yeah,
it would have been a fire character for Tupac to play. Honestly, I wish he would have did it, but you know, the other dude that played as Sharif and that shit was still a good actor too. But we definitely wanted to see Pac. Yeah.
They don't make movies like that anymore.
And I know the '90s, but that '90s era, bro, that shit hard. And another thing, recently, what I just watched last night, I was watching deleted scenes from that movie Juice. With Pac in it.
Oh hell yeah!
Like he got a whole different alternate ending at the end with him and your boy Omar Epps.
All right, yeah.
But yeah, I'm definitely just on the movies. I've been on '90s movies, '80s, all that shit.
I just watched all the Aliens like in order.
Oh,
but I haven't seen the new one yet.
I heard that shit good. I ain't seen it yet either. Fucking.
So question, is the Alien series, is that with the movie Prometheus? Is that part of that universe? Because I've been seeing that talked about on Twitter a lot.
Yeah, it's like Prometheus is like a prequel, but there's not really like any aliens in it.
Okay, it's just like.
Yeah. But watch it. It goes because then they did the other movie Alien Covenant that comes out after that, and then it ties into this one that's out now.
Okay,
but it's cool. Alien Resurrection was kind of whack, but. I don't know. I was just sitting at the house smoking, so it was something to watch. You know, I had never seen it.
Yeah, I feel that.
But y'all seen that movie? New movie, The Deliverance? Y'all heard about it? It's got like the one Jit, the black Jit from Stranger Things. He's like the big brother, and then like they got Monique in it. She's like,
yeah, I wanted to see that shit. It's out on Netflix, right?
Is that the one that has Brandy
out now?
in it?
That shit out now?
Yeah,
I'm gonna go see that.
I seen that shit last night, bro. I ain't gonna cap. I kind of like the story, but the whole message behind it was kind of corny. It was funny. They say it's based off a true story, but I'm just like, what the fuck is this shit, bro?
Bro, that shit probably had bro cringe.
Yeah. That's not the movie with Brandy in it, and she
with the grandma.
Yeah, with the grandma.
See that shit.
The Night Room, I think that one about to come out.
It's got to come out for like Halloween or something.
Yeah,
it looks
that shit
crazy.
Finna be fire, bro.
Yeah, I think
she gonna kill that role.
I think
that storyline finna be nuts.
Yeah. It's like the Get Out type of movie. Like,
yeah, type shit. Yeah, it got that same type of vibe.
Yeah,
I love Jordan Peele.
Perspective gonna be dope.
He was like rumored to be doing the new Blade, but I don't think he is.
Yeah, I ain't. I know Peele was supposed to come out with he's supposed to come out with some movie. I think like a remake.
He's like remaking Akira, I think, or is that him or Taika Waititi?
It's another movie he was trying to remake. I forgot what he was trying to remake. Oh yeah, I think it was like The People Under the Stairs or some shit.
Oh, bro, I was thinking about that.
He was finna remake that.
That would be nuts.
They stopped the production for it.
The OG ones is underrated. I might watch that shit when I get home.
They got Ving Rhames and that shit.
And the weird couple.
Actor. Yeah.
That has the gimp suit.
Yeah, like I didn't see parts of it, but I want to actually sit through and watch that shit too. You know what I'm saying? I need to see that for sure.
It's crazy. It's from Wes Craven. He did like Nightmare on Elm Street and
classic.
All those other classics. Yeah. It's just another like one of his movies.
Yeah, I got to see that because that's some 90s shit too.
Yeah.
And they got this one Jit actor in it. Black actor. I forgot his name, but I done seen him in hella shit that I grew up watching.
He's the one that gets trapped in the house.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gotta check that out.
You know what I think would be cool if like rappers would like kind of like when they do their music videos, they'll start like incorporating movies in it, like old school movies. Start paying homage because like people just doing running guns and shit. Now like that's why I've been chilling on my music videos because I'm trying to start doing more themes.
Yeah, we gotta do more like cinematic shit.
Like that shit'd be so fire.
Like I want to do more like short films and shit like that. I've been trying to get on talking to some friends about it. And
I mean, you know the right people to help you do it, man.
For real, bro.
If anybody's gonna do it.
And my boys, they got cameras, and you know I might invest into 2 eventually and shoot stuff for other people too. So, because I like to be creative with that. So definitely want to try and do that.
I be in the room writing storyboards and shit when I'm smoking. Like, this is over here.
Yeah, like I definitely want to reenact some scenes and for movies that I like and all that for sure, bro. I think we definitely need to step out of that with the videos instead of just like you were saying, like the running gun. We gotta think out the box a little bit.
ASAP
Switch it up,
Rocky,
see what we can make.
ASAP Rocky and like the OG team do that kind of shit. Like you'll see like hints of other movies like in their videos and stuff. Shout out to Og.
Yeah, they go crazy with that. The creative directors, crazy, bro.
Geniuses.
Yeah, they don't miss. Cause Rocky knew shit, hijack that Taylor Swift video.
Shout out to Jordan Patrick for fucking getting on that shit, man.
I seen that, bro. That's tough. That's hard, cause that's Tampa, man. So we gotta rally behind that
for sure. What's your favorite food spots in Tampa? We always got to talk about the food spots before we head out.
Shit, bro.
Or just food spot in general. It doesn't have to be in Tampa.
I'm going to say, damn, bro. I don't know why I can't think of shit.
I got 2. I got Laborio's Cafe over there on Causeway and Nick's Gyros over on Hills, bro. Those are my 2 spots for sure.
Yeah, gyro hit. I honestly ain't gonna lie. I fuck with the Philly cheesesteak. So I tried what was it? I think Lefty's cheesesteaks on Del Mabry. That shit was hitting.
You like Philly cheesesteaks?
Yeah.
So there's
if you know any other spots, shit. Put me on, bro.
So in St. Pete, there's a place called Violet Stone. The guy from the One Bite guy that eats the pizza and then like rates it.
Yeah.
From Barstool. So he went there and he gave the pizza like a 7.5. Their pizza's pretty fire, but it's like the real like Italian way, so that the bottom can be kind of burnt, but it's still fire. But he tried their Philly, and he said their Philly is the best Philly he's had outside of Philadelphia.
Damn, bro. What the fuck?
It's fucking gas, bro. I'll
paying
send you
for
the
that
link.
I'm paying for that bit.
It's so good, man.
You gotta run that. Yeah. You gotta show me that shit probably after the
interview,
just so I can lock it in and remember.
Yeah, I will, bro. I will.
Definitely, bro.
All right. Anything else you guys want to plug before we get out of here?
Sure.
Projects dropping on Sunday.
Shout out Jit Camp. Shout out everybody involved with this. Shout out everybody in Tampa doing their shit.
Facts. Shout out my
stay
brothers.
Inspired, stay motivated, stay focused out here.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta put on for the youngins.
Free 7, squeeze for cheese.
Yes, sir.
Brothers. Shout out that nigga Dro. He a legend. Thank you for Jit Camp for having us in this bit.
Hell yeah. Trenches made us next week.
Yeah, birthday on
Go
Tuesday.
get that.
Y'all tap in with me.
All platforms. We got crazy music coming out, Be ready for everything.
So they can find all your work at DroGotDoe on Instagram and at Vonshine on Instagram.
NL.Vonshine8.
At DroGotDoe on Instagram, and then DroGotDoe on all streaming platforms. You can just, so you don't get it mixed up.
You can find all my work at Jit Camp 727 on Instagram, and then you can find all the articles I've wrote about Dro, Vonshine. I am coming back on the articles when I get back from vacation. It's my like goal for the end of the year to get back on that shit. So perfect time to start with their project. So be on the lookout for that review at jitcamp.com, where a jit can be a jit. Peace.
Yes, sir.